This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly, because you know these bad actors are working overtime. They're working overtime suppressing the channel, suppressing the videos, because they're terrified of more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, a few people have been asking me for a while to explain how these bad actors use the dog pools to rob and steal from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. And I've been, been doing so many other things, but let me break it down to you guys. First of all, the purpose of the dog pools. The reason the dog pools were invented was so that these big institutions could move big trades between each other without affecting the market price. That was why the so-called dog pool was invented. So if Warren Buffett wanted to move 500,000 shares of Apple and don't have it affect the market, he could move it in the dog pools to Citadel, for example. And that way it wouldn't see a major spike in the market. That's how dog pools started, as a way for the big dogs to move a big amount of stock without affecting the market, whether positive or negative. And in theory, it was a good idea, because it stops a lot of market volatility. But because these guys are criminals, and criminals find ways to take advantage of any loophole you give them an inch, they'll take a yard. These guys decided to use the dog pools to manipulate stocks. And they use the dog pool to manipulate stocks in any direction that they want. With AMC, GME, NWBO, BINI, GNS, what they do is this. You send buy orders through your brokers. Your brokers send it to these market makers and these prime brokers. And what they're doing is they're taking the buy orders and they're pushing them into the dog pools. So if they push the buy orders into the dog pools, now remember, the dog pools are only supposed to be for big institutional trades, but they use the dog pools to control the price of stocks. And when they want to push a stock price down, they push all the buy orders into the dog pools, so there's no buying pressure on the lit exchanges in order to push the price up. And what's even worse is they've been doing this for years. The SEC knows they do it. The DOJ knows they do it. The FBI knows they do it. And they do absolutely nothing about it. They know these bad actors are pushing buy orders into dog pools to manipulate the price of a lot of good companies, to run people out of business. And our regulatory agencies and our law enforcement agencies do absolutely nothing. So the dog pools is like their cheat code. The dog pools is their cheat code. And if they want a stock to go up, they push the sell orders into the dog pool and put the buy orders on a lit exchange to push the price of stocks up. But a majority of the time, what they're doing is they're pushing buy orders of companies that they have naked shorted, like AMC, GME, BINI, GNS, NWBO. They're taking the buy orders and put them into the dog pool to help their naked short positions. And the thing is, they don't even try to hide it. We see it in the dog pool data every single day. And just like we see it, the SEC sees it, the DOJ sees it, the FBI sees it, FINRA is down with it, DTCC is down with it, and nobody holds them accountable. The only way they will be held accountable is we get them inside a civil courtroom and the judge orders them to start turning over the trader history and the blue sheets during the discovery phase. And at that point, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be forced to do their job because the evidence is going to be available for the whole world to see. Everyone knows that they utilize the dog pool to rob and steal from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, and nobody does anything about it. Okay? Nobody does anything about it. So all you guys who are questioning how they use the dog pool to manipulate the stock, that is how they do it. They take all the buy orders, or majority of the buy orders, they push it into the dog pools so that there's no buying pressure on the lit exchanges, and then they flood the lit exchanges with sell orders, pushing the price down. And when they don't have enough sell orders, you know what they do? Then they start spoofing. They start putting out sell orders at lower prices, even though they don't plan on selling anything. They might not even have shares to sell. They just put it out there to manipulate the price down, and they keep trying to sell at cheaper prices and cancel it, selling at cheaper price and cancel it. Well, not selling, making the appearance of selling. Making the appearance of selling. They have no shares to sell. They're not selling anything, but they put the sell order out there to manipulate the algorithms to rob and steal from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI should be stopping this dog pool abuse? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.